We're Blind Tiger.
All right, what's the band's name, and can you each introduce yourselves?
We are Blind Tiger. I'm Nick, the vocalist.
I'm Steb, the guitarist and sometimes vocalist.
I am Coco, the trumpet / synth player / dancer / shaker player. Yeah, auxiliary percussionist.
And I'm Hunty or Hunter, and I play the bass and do some vocals.
My name is Michael. I play the drums, and I act as the engineer and producer for Blind Tiger's music.
And on-stage performance.
I do
I
perform
guess.
on stage, yes.
No, I mean the engineer for on-stage.
Our complicated machines.
We don't have to get into all that.
Michael plays the time machine.
I do. I own one, and I play it.
How long have y'all been a band?
8 years.
Almost 8 years, pushing 8 years
2014.
this summer. I mean, y'all formed before the summer, didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's
2014.
probably been 8 years now because it was probably around this time, 2014.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't like
Before
thinking
the
about
new
it.
year, I believe it was like November, December.
Michael and Nick are the two original members.
When did you join the band, Steve?
I joined the band in 2015 after they took a hiatus. I think early 2015, and then they got back together and decided to add me to the group in summer 2015, and then we recorded the very first Little Room in Florida session ever.
Yes.
Whoa.
And then I-
actually didn't even know that.
I joined in 2018, and Cody joined last year,
Yeah.
2020.
Yes.
About a year ago, right?
21?
Less than a year ago?
Oh, 20.
2021?
I
Last
don't
year.
know.
Last year.
Something like that.
Cody went from being a session musician for the EP to slowly evolving into a full-time member of the band because we didn't we didn't know what to do with him at first, but then he just fucking popped off with us and we love him.
And now he's the best tiger.
He's the best tiger.
And everyone loves Cody at the shows.
All right. That's us. We're Blind Tiger.
How would y'all describe your music?
Do you want to?
Chaos.
If we want to throw out some technical terms,
Mathcore.
we're pretty progressive, but we're not a prog band, you know. We're definitely metalcore. We've got a little bit of jazz in there, got a little bit of funk every now and then, you know. But depending on who I'm pitching the band to, you know, like mathcore / metalcore, like, you know, chaotic metalcore, chaotic hardcore, you know, we'll pitch it different ways to, you know, appease different people, but it could be any of those things and more, honestly. You know,
Multi-genre influenced rock and roll.
that is very heavy a lot
It's
of the
very
time.
heavy. You need a scale.
And
you need
sometimes
two
not.
scales to weigh it.
Where is the band from?
Panama City, Florida. We are from Panama City, Florida. Just about all of us. I was born there.
However,
Born and raised.
I was not born there, but I
Only-
lived there.
only one of us still lives there.
But that's where we formed.
But that's where we from. That's where we formed. Do we want to get into where we're at now? We're all in the southeast, you know.
I live in Columbus, Georgia-esque area.
I live in Birmingham,
Oh,
Alabama.
Atlanta area for me.
I live in Port St. Joe, close to Panama City. I'll be back in Panama City later this year, and
I live in Panama City.
Coco's in the P City.
As you can see, there's a lot of distance between us, but I think we make it work.
We all meet up at Michael's house in Seal, Alabama, and we just get going.
Seal,
Take care of
Alabama is close to Columbus, Georgia.
And, you know, now in the 21st century, we can pass demos using the internet.
Yeah, and that's how we do that.
Groundbreaking.
We're all over the internet.
Fancy.
Thank you.
Blind Tiger, Vera Beach.
Take one.
Take what?
Trans rights are human rights. Separation, distraction, I'm not
Can you tell me a little bit about the band's latest release?
Sure.
Here, let me get going on that. So, we wrote the EP. Well, we came up with the concept for it when we went on tour, winter 2019, and we just decided, we have some material that we've been working on, but what if we just kind of start fresh on a new EP that just is like a bunch of heavy bangers, but also, super mathy, super chaotic, just like a solid, like 5 songs, and call it Blind Tiger and be like, this is Blind Tiger. Then 5 songs became 7 songs, and we wrote them all and demoed them out, when the pandemic happened and we had all the time on our hands in the world. So we worked on that a lot and just sent stuff back and forth. Finally met up with Michael to record stuff. And then during one of the sessions, we were recording guitar and bass at Hunty's house in their basement. And we just decided, let's give Coco a call and see if Coco would be interested in maybe laying down some trumpet and some synth on this thing. So we gave him a call, and he was interested. And that's the beginning of that. We didn't even write these songs with trumpet or synth in mind. So the fact that we just kind of gave him the measures where we wanted that, and we're just kind of like, have at it, and then it turned out perfectly. Like, very cool the way that came together. And we're happy to have Coco on board. That's what the EP is all about. Is
Y'all are
Coco.
so sweet.
Coco.
But no, it's just kind of, it's a little release to bridge the gap between what we had before and what we're about to do afterward. Just kind of starting to show where we're going to be branching out stylistically and getting a little weirder. Anyone else got some?
I feel like it was just, putting this EP out, writing it, and all that was the quickest way for us to get some new, fresh material out. Even though we were kind of already working on some songs at the time.
But we were working on a lot of songs.
Yeah. But now we have this EP that we just kind of whipped up real quick. And it sounds great. And I think we're all happy with it.
Yes.
Thank you.
Do you feel the band was able to stay productive in the last 2 years despite the pandemic?
Hell yeah. I mean, it basically just comes back to what we just did. We just wrote and recorded an entire EP and then started to book a tour when things looked like they were starting to clear up a little bit. I think springtime even. Maybe it was like May. Maybe it was May 2021. I was like, I think things could be good in November. So I just started to talk to people and started booking this, I think, like 27-day tour for last November. So yeah, we definitely kept our goals in mind, and we went out and sought after them and freaking got them done. You know, the pandemic was a huge bummer, very devastating. You know, it was a sad time, but we didn't let it get the best of us, and we just tried to keep grinding and keep our goals in sight. You know.
How does it feel to be back on tour again?
Amazing.
For my first tour, last tour in November was my very first tour. And it's just an incredible experience. I really like the lifestyle, and it's just go, 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 but so rewarding. I love it so much.
Absolutely.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, I feel like these last two tours really opened us up to a lot of places that we never played before. And, you know, the next time we go back to these towns and cities, I think it should be even better.
Also, touring again has been really cool because for a lot of bands, they'll say, like, this is our first show since the pandemic, and or like just people coming out that have been like nice to us and come up and talk to us. They say it's their first time coming out to a show since the pandemic. So, in a, you know, I don't want to like be arrogant or anything, but it's like, in a way, it's like bands like us going out and doing these tours and hitting people up in these towns is kind of part of what's helping reignite certain music scenes in certain areas. You know, not just us doing that, but just the bands that are doing it. It's very it's very cool to see scenes coming back up, and for some places, especially for Panama City, our hometown, like, it's coming back tenfold. It's amazing how much like desire there is for this right now. It's really inspiring, and we love it.
I think we're really grateful to be a part of it.
Yes,
Here and everywhere that we're playing.
absolutely. Yes.
Very cool.
I think post-COVID time is a really good time for music, because having music taken away and not having the option to go see live music for 2 years, and being able to come out of the shadows and have bands come through and just check out the live music, it lets people realize how much they missed it and loved it while it was happening, and they're not taking it for granted as much anymore.
Yep, I feel that way too.
For sure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bluntstown.
If you're friends with an abuser, stop being friends with them.
Sorry for the
I know the band has had quite a few lineup changes over the years. How does everyone feel about the current lineup?
Solid.
Very,
Awesome.
very solid. And it's not to say that anyone that was in our lineup was any, better or worse than we were when we were in a band with them. We've all the five of us have progressed very much as musicians since the former lineups that we've had. But just the group that we have right now, very solid. Like we're all super go-getters and just like working really hard to get better every moment of every day, pretty much. Or we try to.
Yeah, we kind of like push each other to work harder and practice more and just do better in general. So.
And again, that's not a statement to say anything about anyone that's been in the band before, because I'd say we're best friends pretty much with like everyone that has been in the band before, and we love them all.
Totally. If it weren't for the past members of Blind Tiger, this iteration of Blind Tiger wouldn't be here or able to do what we're able to do. So I personally are very, very appreciative of all the past members.
We thank them zillion times.
Zillion
times.
Max
times
million.
zillion. Say max 1 million.
Yeah.
What are some bands y'all have been listening to lately?
Frank Zappa, Mothers of Invention.
Always.
Steely Dan, Candiria.
Yeah.
I don't want to just say all the obvious ones. Mew,
Pine Grove.
Pavement.
Yeah.
Karate.
Yes. You got any?
Sade.
Throw some jazz artists. What you been putting us on to?
Man, I play these guys Stevie Wonder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just like
Honestly,
whatever I got on my
Jacob
Spotify,
Collier,
I love
you
Jacob
know.
Collier, man. Shit. Old jazz stuff. I like Art Blakey. I've been showing him a little bit of Art Blakey.
Hell yeah.
We went through some old scene bands, both in general and in like Panama City too. That was kind of cool.
We listened to like Emery. I forget what else it was. We had a Blink 182 listening block in the van.
Yeah, that was cool.
I can't remember what Silverstein. Yeah, it started with Silverstein, and then we went to Emery, and then I can't even remember what else I put on. But just bands like that. We've been listening to a lot of different stuff in the van.
A lot of driving.
We could talk about this for hours.
Did you say De La Soul?
De La Soul is a big one. Yes.
The bands we play
Outcast.
with.
The bands that we play with, yes, we try to check out the bands
on the
before
way
shows,
to and after the shows. We always bump the bands that we're playing with, so we
Yes.
can really get a vibe.
Chroma, Steak Sauce Mustache, CMD 81. I can't even. Those are
Kill
the
Hours.
first three names.
Kill Hours.
Kill Hours,
There were a lot of good
Cicadia.
ones. Yeah, Cicadia. Yeah.
Dying Whale.
Dying Whale.
Two
The last
Piece.
tour, but yeah,
Well, yeah, but
yeah, lots of great bands, great names out there.
Farrell
We could
Lux
drop.
always too.
Yeah, we listen to a lot of Farrell Lux. All right, let's call it there.
A lot of stuff.
A
A lot of
speed.
bands.
music
a lot of
most
music.
of the time.
I like music.
Thank you.
What are the future plans for Blind Tiger?
We can't tell you that. Just kidding.
Take over the world.
We want to play a lot more shows this year. We're about to enter the busy season back home, spring and summertime. So we won't be able to do. We're probably not going to do another tour as extensive as the two that we just did for the rest of this year. However, the idea is that we just space things out, but still do a decent amount of like stuff that's like 3 to 7 days, weekenders or maybe a full week here and there with we got some cool friend bands that we're talking to about doing some things with. So we're basically planning on playing a lot of shows this year, but also have a wealth of material that we are about to start focusing on working on when we get home for some sort of next release someday. So we got plans and
A lot of work. We got a lot of work to do.
a lot of work to do and a lot of not slowing down to do. So if you see us slowing down, you better kick our asses. But I don't think you will. I don't think you'll see it.
I feel like getting off these 2 tours and putting out the EP, that was like a pretty big statement as a band. So it's time to shift gears a little bit and get back to some riding.
It sounded like you said sobriety.
Sobriety.
Get back to sobriety.
Yeah.
No, we're gonna break the band up if we go sober.
Go straight edge.
Too soon.
You saw what happened with Every Time I Die.
Too
Rest in
soon,
peace, y'all.
Steve.
I'm just kidding. We can go sober if we want.
Last one's a fun one. What's your favorite snack while on tour?
Anything purple. Purple snack.
Cliff Bars.
Yeah,
Cliff Bars
are
keep
pretty
the
good.
train rolling.
Sandwiches. A lot of sandwiches.
Vegan jerky before we ate all of it. That
Yeah.
kept the train rolling.
Goes
And then
up
also
real
just
quick.
plain old jerky for the meat eaters. Hey, nothing against them. You know, they be eating some meat.
The
I think
almonds were really yummy.
yeah,
Like
the almonds were
flavored
yummy.
almonds,
There were two
Smokehouse.
different types of purple packaged almonds. There was one that was like blueberry flavored. It was like blue almonds, like coated with some blue shit. And then there was one that was like, I think like Thai peanut or something.
What about the Fuego Takis?
Yeah, other purple snacks that we bump are the Fuego Takis,
Truffle chips.
the truffle, the kettle cooked truffle flavored chips. I can't remember the brand. That sweet Maui onion. I can't remember the brand of that, but it's like the Hawaiian something or other brand.
Wrap snacks.
Oh, there were these. Yeah, wrap snacks. The that's not purple, but the Louisiana Heat little boosie chips. What was that? Oh yeah, there were these. Don't remember the brand, but they were like pretzels, like honey wheat pretzels that were salt and vinegar flavored. Very weird, but they were purple, so I bought them, and they were really good. Like they kind of tasted like cheesy the way the salt and vinegar worked with the honey wheat. So it was pretty dope, honestly, and vegan. So if you ever see that flavor, give it a shot, maybe, because maybe it'll be good. Don't remember the brand.
Wasabi peas.
Wasabi peas, yeah.
Those
are
little
hot.
applesauce squeeze things.
The applesauce
yeah.
squeezers.
Yummy.
We had some snacks.
Pepsi.
A lot of snacks.
Nick's
Pepsi.
folks, Nick's grandparents loaded us up with some
Oh yeah, chicken salad.
Shouts out.
Pimento cheese.
shit. Tuna.
Hey,
Not for me, but
but shout out.
preferred-
Oh, sorry. Shout out my mom for making some vegan oatmeal cookies.
Yeah,
though.
the peanut butter oatmeal cookies.
Those were
yeah,
tasty.
Those were dope for the first week.
My
Until we ate
favorite,
them all.
my favorite pimento cheese was Hunty's Mother's.
Aw, it was
I'm gonna
really
say it.
yummy.
I'm
Had
sorry.
some jalapenos in it. It was
It
We're a
was
family of tigers that
secret.
love to eat
I love to eat.
when we
in the
can.
van.
But we also love to save money, so we love to starve sometimes. That's that. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Blind Tiger.
Thank you, Javin.
Thank you, Javin,
You're
and
awesome.
Little Room in Florida.
Javin Tiger.
This has been a Blind Tiger Little Room in Florida. Abbeville.
Abbeville. How was that for everybody?
Feel good?
Yes, check. Cool.
It made that elephant noise again, but I think it will sound really cool.
Cool.
Hell yeah. Is it okay for me to start packing up?
I'd say so, but let's listen. Let's listen. Let's be good boys and
It's true.
listen to it first.
One day we'll be a one-take drumline.
Hey. Hey, we were when we started the band, weren't we? Or when you guys started the band. All your shit was one take, wasn't it?
Yeah, and this time, I'd say all of my takes today were acceptable. Hey, this is not.
I made an irredeemable mistake.